You say broke means bad sex? No, I'm saying because when you're broke, you're arguing. Okay. So you coming home is misery. I'm not saying that you don't have sex and you can't. It's a lot of misery that comes with brokenness. And I'm not saying don't be with a dude that's broke and striving. I've been him, okay? I've had mountains of money and filed bankruptcy and felt like the littlest nigga on the planet, had to work my way back up. But the reason why the women stuck with me work my way back up because they know I'm real with my
Okay, wait, hold on. So you were this person, you've been the broke guy, you worked your way back up, you were ambitious, you're like, nah, I'm gonna figure this thing out, you did. And you're basically saying women are not gonna choose that, but you're simultaneously saying someone did choose you. They did choose you because they knew your character. Oh, but why would you laugh at this young lady then? She's saying that ultimately the character of a man means more to her. The woman who stayed with you while you were bouncing back up knew your character. That's why she stayed with you. Why can't that be true for this young lady? There's women that stay with broke men every single day. It's a fact. All right, y'all, it's your girl Samantha Lee here, and I'm here to watch a video with you guys. I love doing these reaction videos, so I'm really excited about this one. If you guys find content, by the way, I want you guys to go ahead and send me links, things that you want me to react to. I love reacting. Just give me some content, okay? So if you guys see something that you want me to react to, whatever, please post it, comment. I want to do what you guys want me to do, okay? Right now, I'm just doing what I like to do. So anyway, we are going to watch today 8 at the Table. It's called The Faithful Broke Man versus the Rich Cheater. I'm excited about watching this. But before we get into that, I want to invite you guys to be a part of my Game Changer Nation. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button below and hit that notification bell. Girls going live these days, and I don't want you to miss anything, okay? Posting content almost daily. We gonna watch this content, and make sure you stay to the end, y'all. I've got some I'm sure you guys don't want to miss some of the things I'm about to say in this video. I know you don't. So stay to the end. Stay parked, okay? I am going to play it. Let's get into it.
I'm definitely going with the broke person who's faithful to me. That's what a lot of women can't do it.
Why?
They can't because it's hard. It's hard time. I live hard time my whole life.
Of course, I'm gonna choose the guy with money because, like y'all was saying, broke men, there comes problems. Ladies, y'all miserable when y'all broke. Y'all gotta get to the bag. Man, you have a big company. You get into the bag. Imagine if you wasn't getting to the bag.
Love would be enough for me because I got my shit.
So the question is, would I rather be with a man that's broke and faithful or a rich man that's unfaithful? I'm gonna go totally left because I feel like I've been with both parties, and I feel like I've been with a broke man and he was unfaithful. And
I felt like she was gonna go left when she started talking. Anybody else felt that? I'm like, I know she gonna be the wild card. I know she gonna say something. I mean, there's only 2 options. So it's really about, are we gonna be honest or not? We gonna be honest today or not? Go ahead, sis. Be the wild card that you are. Go ahead.
And disrespectful and insecure. That was the most unfaithful, insecure men that I've been with. And I've been with a rich man that was actually faithful and actually wanna be with me and actually don't even care about other girls. You get what I'm saying? I don't think you have to be with broke and rich. I feel like a lot of times I think the rich man gonna cheat and the broke man gonna be faithful. And that's a whole lot of a lot of times the broke men be so insecure and ready to call you names and push you down because they know what you could do without them. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you get with a rich man, all they want to do is spoil you, make you better, make sure you get your things together, and make sure you're not insecure about what they do. And sometimes a rich man don't even got time to cheat. A man that's getting money, a woman that's getting money, believe it or not, a lot of times they don't have time to cheat. And when they do a random girl, they're not even trying to call you back. They don't have that time to really get to know you because a lot of them got loyalty issues. They don't trust nobody. So when they get a female that they trust, get them out a random bitch. But do they care about that girl? No. But I've dealt with a broke man and I dealt with a rich man. If I have to choose, because I already know what I've been through, I'll go with a rich man and randomly they will cheat because they don't have that much time to go out and wild out like that.
Every man got time to cheat. Especially
I'm about to say that. Listen, every man got time to cheat, baby. But nowadays, y'all, all jokes aside, cheating rates aren't that much different between men and women. Let's be clear. Women cheating almost as much. Well, this is reported again. So reporting if you're cheating, that's already going to skew the results that we have now. But women is cheating. We cheating just as much as men, probably. Okay. So I'm not going to bring about that stereotype because, times are different. But I think anybody will find, if they want to cheat, they going to find a way to cheat. That's period, end of story. I think a lot of times we try to put all these mechanisms in place and it's like, okay, well, a rich man can find time to cheat. A rich woman can find time to cheat. A poor man can find time to cheat. A poor woman can find time to cheat. If you want to cheat, you going to cheat.
Especially if you got money, you can fly them out. You only need 15 minutes to have sex.
Especially if they got money, the women flock.
They fly, right.
It's much easier to cheat. If you're a man who got money, resources, status, it is, oh my goodness, it is way easier. Women want you to cheat with them. I feel like women look at it as a badge of honor to cheat with a man who got some status and money. My experience. So yeah, it's much easier for a man with money to cheat. Much easier.
It's plenty of time no matter where you go, no matter what you do. It's always women. It's 21-1 out here. It's not fair.
So you think a broke man don't got time?
Wait, 21-1? That's men to women? I need to look up these statistics, y'all, because y'all know they be throwing out statistics and they not actual facts. I need to look up these statistics. Okay. Somebody fact check me in the comments.
Can't get women?
No, broke men got time to cheat too. I'm just saying rich men.
Everybody got time to cheat.
No, that's exactly what
That's all I was saying.
Everybody
got time to cheat.
Everybody got time to cheat.
So that's exactly what Essa was saying, that every man has time to cheat, because you did mention that you feel like a rich man does not have time to cheat if he's, making money. But I feel like a man that has money, women are going to flock to him. Like, a lot of women want peace. So I feel like for me to decide whether would I choose a broke man who's faithful to me or a rich man who is unfaithful, that question, it's very simple and easy for me to answer. I'm never going to go with someone who's going to be unfaithful to me. My priorities is someone who is going to be.
But that's all he can bring to the table. He's broke. What he gonna do with you?
Why you stuck with that? Maybe he gonna get some money.
Well, maybe.
He can actually get some money.
That just ain't faithful to you, right?
No, here's my issue, okay? She's talking about virtue. She's talking about integrity. She's talking about character qualities. Our world is very hyper fixated on financial gain and materialistic things. You can have all the materials in the world and not be happy, right? You can have a lifestyle and not be happy and not being treated well. We make it so important for us to have all this money. But when you have all that money and all this access and you live in a certain lifestyle, if someone's not respecting you, if someone is cheating on you, if someone is not honoring you in that relationship, do you really think that you'll be able to last in that long term? No. I think that you put like, oh, we're going to be driving this car. We're going to be flying these planes. We're going to be doing this and the third. Okay, that's cool. But over time, it will get old if you're not being respected and treated well in your relationship.
They don't stay broke.
We forget that women leave billionaires and millionaires all the time. If it was just like, oh, it's just that easy, it's just that, they wouldn't be leaving. There's reasons.
With a broke man that's faithful to you, but like there's other things about him that's not working. Like he putting you down.
Now you're adding variables.
No, we're not adding variables.
Yeah, you're adding variables. If I was to add variables to this situation, he's going to be broke for the moment. Is he going to be broke forever?
No.
Maybe not.
Now, what if he is? Then what? What if he's broke forever? You've been with him for
variables still playing at the moment.
All right, look, you're trying to give him a variable with potential.
Right.
And now I'm going to be realistic. You're with a man who's broke. He's not going to be nothing in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. You're with a man who's rich. He's going to be rich for the next 15 to 20 years. Which one are you choosing? Are you going to be the provider for 15 years?
I mean, realistically, I wouldn't choose either of these niggas.
You have to choose one.
No,
in this scenario.
And I'm just saying realistically.
Okay, we understand.
But why would I go through 10 to 15 years with someone who is unfaithful to me?
Because you love him.
Because you can't afford to eat. That's why.
I could always afford everything on my own.
I'm with Amanda. If I had to choose with no variables, I'm definitely going with the broke person who's faithful to me.
Y'all are crazy.
We need those
Why is this funny? That's not funny. I would rather be with somebody who's broke and faithful than to be with somebody who's rich and not faithful. Because if they're not faithful, there's probably other things, other variables. I'm not even gonna add variables. Let's just go with faithful. You not being faithful to me, I'm somebody that I can't handle a dynamic with a man who's not being faithful to me. I literally cannot do it. So for me, it would be very challenging to be with someone I know ain't being faithful. Like I could just see it now, like being in situations where women know things that I don't know. Like, oh, I just slept with your man last night, but you out here living this life. I do not want that. I can't handle that. So I would rather be with somebody who's broke and not cheating, and I don't have to deal with the embarrassment and the shame of being with a man who's embarrassing me, whatever he's doing, with whoever he's doing it with. Like, no, just so we can we can have a better lifestyle, so I can live in a bigger house and drive nicer cars, and this dude is cheating on me? Nah, bro, I'm cool. I will stay. I feel, old girl right here, like realistically, I wouldn't choose neither one of them. You absolutely right. I wouldn't either. Be like, neither. I'm gonna just date Jesus. I'm just gonna stay committed to the Lord, because neither one of them, because I don't want to be with a guy who's not, working at all. But I don't also want to be with a guy who's got all the money in the world, but not treating me well. So I'm going to choose the one who's treating me well. He don't have to be, this, and this, but he's treating me well. Our core values align. Are you a man of character and integrity? Like those things matter more. Money will come and go, but those character qualities matter so much more than the materialistic, superficial stuff that comes today is gone tomorrow if you're not stewarding it well.
Love y'all. Thank you.
Have y'all ever been broke before?
Yeah, I got you.
Y'all never been broke.
I've been broke.
You've been broke.
I've been broke. Shit.
It's not fun.
So, all right. I mean, like, that's your experience. My experience is not yours. So my experience is, me personally, I've never been a person, I'm not about a man and his money, the things he had. Like, that has never been me. So I'm never going to go on that, because that stuff doesn't even impress me. I don't care about that. So, like I said, if I had to choose with no other variables, I'm choosing the broke person who is faithful to me. I don't care. It's a problem for somebody.
Y'all never listen.
It's a problem. This is yours.
I gotta be realistic.
I was asked the question, right?
I know. I'm
So
just saying. I'm not hostile. I'm not hostile. I'm just saying you're not being realistic. I'm not hostile though.
My personal opinion and experience, realistically, because I realistically am not going after a man for his money. For me, it's realistic.
But we're not talking about going. We don't have to go after him. We can just have it. What if you looked up on a nigga with some money?
But if he's unfaithful, I'm not choosing.
I just want to go.
I'm not choosing.
Let her go.
I'm not choosing that person. So based on what the question that was asked, is really straightforward. I'm choosing the person who's broke and faithful.
And
broke people in one house have major freaking problems. Okay, it's not as smooth sailing to just say I'm gonna be with somebody that's broke. It's arguments in there. Sex is.
Hey, but okay, in this equation, all we said was that the person that you are dealing with is broke. You're not saying I'm broke. You saying the person that I'm dealing with is broke. And realistically speaking, you gave two extremes, right? They're literally polar opposites: poor, rich, faithful, unfaithful. Two extremes. And she's basically giving you her best answer. And every time somebody answers that, they laughing. Like, no, that's not to be laughed at. If somebody wants a man of virtue and of character, because you're about to ask, was somebody broke or somebody been with somebody rich? I've been there. In every scenario, I've been in that. But at the end of the day, I would rather be with somebody who has some character or morality. Be with somebody that's got a lot of resources, but doesn't treat me well.
Trash in there.
I watched it.
There's no
You
say broke means bad sex? No, I'm saying because when you're broke, you're arguing. Okay. So you coming home is misery. I'm not saying that you don't have sex and you can't. It's a lot of misery that comes with brokenness. And I'm not saying don't be with a dude that's broke and striving. I've been him, okay? I've had mountains of money and filed bankruptcy and felt like the littlest nigga on the planet, had to work my way back up. But the reason why the women stuck with me work my way back up because they know I'm real with my shit.
Wait, hold on. So you were this person, you've been the broke guy, you worked your way back up, you were ambitious, you're like, nah, I'm gonna figure this thing out. You did. And you're basically saying women are not gonna choose that, but you're simultaneously saying someone did choose you. They did choose you because they knew your character. Oh, but why would you laugh at this young lady then? She's saying that ultimately the character of a man means more to her. The woman who stayed with you while you were bouncing back up knew your character. That's why she stayed with you. So why can't that be true for this young lady? There's women that stay with broke men every single day. It's a reality. It's a fact. I don't understand. Okay.
I put my heart in every everything I do. So it doesn't matter if I'm broke or got money. You already know once you meet me, I'm going to get it, period.
All right.
Can I say one thing? One thing. Hold on.
So you, just like you gave your story just now, how come that can't be the story with the person I'm choosing to do?
I didn't say.
Can I say one thing, right? I just feel like, but I'm not gonna talk long. It's very short. Yeah, I'm just so very tired of women that be like, I'll be with a broke man. I'll be with a faithful. As long as he's faithful, that's what a lot of women can't do it.
Why?
They can't, because it's hard. It's hard time. I live hard time my whole life. It's not that easy as you think it is. You pull up, like, I watch literally, and I hate bring up my mom and my dad. My dad was.
But here's the thing, sis. Again, I understand that you've lived a rough life and you would never choose that again for you. But when you talk about women today, we cannot say that women are just with rich men, because we obviously know that that's not true with everything that's being put all over the YouTube. But we see the statistics. Obviously, rich men are not choosing to be in relationships like that. So we know that if they're not with rich men, then they're with what? Right? So at the end of the day, we cannot ostracize women for making certain types of decisions. They made a decision. Okay. And that's the decision that they're making. And like going back and forth with them about their choices, you chose your choice. And we get why you chose your choice. You have a story behind your choice. But at the end of the day, being with a rich man that doesn't respect you, what's the last thing? What's the numbers on that? That also doesn't work, right? We understand why our world puts such a price tag on these things. I get that, because that's how it's an economy. It's all about the mighty dollar. But when you step back, you see that the enemy is utilizing all of this to create a dynamic where we value a dollar over our soul and our character and our integrity and our virtue. And so that's why, the Bible verse says, don't gain the whole world and yet lose your soul. And that's what we're right here when someone's saying, like, listen, I'm not going to choose this because this is not what I identify as being important. What's important is a man of integrity that is being true to me, that's being honest with me, that's not cheating on me, which is showing that he's betraying my trust. One thing was an open relationship. We're talking about cheating on me. That's different, right? And so again, I'm gonna listen to her story, but that's what I have to say about that.
That was a broke man. My dad actually loved the shit out of my mom, but like the brokenness, like him being broke and not being able to give her what she wanted, actually broke up the relationship. Coming home, bad argument. It became like, my dad became so angry. My mom just frustrated. She can't pay the bills. She can't send us to school. Eventually, all these problems gonna add up with a broke man. That's what it is. You might be like, oh, I'm gonna struggle with him, but when you see your kids can't eat, you can't pay that rent, you can't pay that car note bill, you get a different type of anger.
It gets real.
All right, can I go? Let me go. I just want to go.
Go ahead.
Y'all already know what I'm saying. I'm gonna choose the guy with money, because like y'all was saying, you know what I'm saying? Broke men, there comes problems. One, when you're broke, ladies, y'all miserable when y'all broke. Y'all gotta get to the bag. Man, you have a bake company. You get into the bag. Imagine if you wasn't getting to the bag. So a man who's not getting to the bag, he's a man. A man is automatically supposed to be a provider. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna be mad at the fact, like, damn, he's gonna be jealous of you because my woman makes more money than me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting at home not doing shit. I'm a low life. Now he's miserable all day. He could be the faithfulest nigga in the world. He could be so faithful to you, but one, he's not gonna be able to love you right. One, because he's broke. He's not gonna be able to provide. Then it's gonna be arguments in the household because he's gonna feel like, damn, I can't do shit. He's miserable. Misery loves company, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you with, all right, he could be faithful, cool, but now you're dealing with a nigga with money, and you know he's unfaithful. I'm not saying it's the best life to live, but I'm saying you know what comes with that. He's dealing with all these females. Okay, you could have a dude or two on the side, but you know, like, the bills are gonna be paid.
What?
You know you're gonna have food on the table. You know you're gonna have food on the table. You know you're gonna be straight. You don't gotta worry about, damn, is next month rent is due. I could barely afford it. My man don't got money. Like, no girl realistically wants a broke man. I'm sorry to cut
But you gotta be realistic, right? They all do.
So first of all, there's a couple things that I don't. You dealing with a guy who has enough resources to take care of you, and he is taking care of you. You're saying that he's openly cheating on you. You think that in that dynamic, typically, when you're dealing with, just because we're only dealing with extremes and no other variables, you think that he's going to be okay with you stepping out? Girl, bye. No, he's not. The relationship is open for him because he's the breadwinner. And if he's rich, that means he's on a different level of breadwinner. So no, the rules that apply to you don't apply to them. That's just how it goes. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I understand, like, listen, I get it. I get when people are like, listen, we know that finances can be one of the biggest issues in resulting in divorce. We know that that is a big problem. And I know that that financial stuff can boil into other issues that can cause the detriment and the breaking up of families. I totally understand that. So I'm not saying that they're wrong, but what I am saying is that when you're dealing with different kinds of men and you're trying to navigate which one is more important, you also have to understand what you value. Some of the women on this panel value money. They value not being broke again. And so you're like, no, I value that so much more than this that I'm going to choose this. I would rather be with a man that's rich and what comes with him comes with him. And then there's women on here that value other things. And so they're like, nah, I'm not going to choose that. I'd rather be with a guy who treats me a certain way. And that's just what we see in society, right? We see women that rather be like, listen, I'm living this lifestyle. I don't care what he do. We good. And then you got other women that's like, nah, I'd rather be with somebody who treats me well than to be with somebody who happens to have a lot of money, being taken care of on a certain level. It depends on the person. It ultimately depends on the individual that we are dealing with and what they value. All right. So anyway, guys, if you want to see the rest of this episode, you have to go to the 8 at the table and watch the faithful broke man versus the rich, unfaithful guy. Who would you rather be with? Okay. Who would you rather see yourself dating or whatnot? I want to see in the comments, women, men, your perspectives. Okay. What do you think? Right. I know a lot of men will be like, nah, she say this, but she gonna choose a rich blah, 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 blah guy because da, 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 da. I'm saying at first, a lot of women will choose that, but over time, they decide that that's not for them for whatever reason. Okay. So we have to talk about that because I think it's important. Character is so important when choosing a partner, whether you are a man that's looking for a woman or a woman looking for a man. We are missing out on that conversation in society today. We talk about, the finances, these other things, but what about the character of the person? Do your core values align? I don't think we focus enough about that because that becomes bigger issues. You see a lot of marriages filing for divorce because of irreconcilable differences. Where do you think that comes from? Okay, so y'all comment below. I want to hear y'all thoughts. Also, let me know what other videos you want to see. And bottom line, hit the subscribe button. Become a part of our Game Changer Nation. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video, baby. Love y'all. Bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.